Hello and welcome. You're watching India 60 Minutes. I'm Natasha Jog.
Good evening. I'm Amitabh Brevi. Up first, the big NDTV exclusive.
It's been 3 months after over 150 people died when an Air India Express flight overshot the runway at the Mangalore International Airport.
Now, a court of inquiry has established that the cockpit voice recorder indicates pilot error caused the disaster. Miloni Bhatt joins us for more. Miloni, what's the evidence?
Well, the evidence today has been presented before the court of inquiry, which has been looking into this particular air crash. And today, the transcript of the cockpit voice recorder, that is, the recordings between the two pilots, have been released. Snatches of it have been released because international regulation permit the whole thing going public. And also, details of the black box have been revealed. And essentially, there are a couple of points that have come out. Now, one of the first points that has come out is that the 737 was not on a right approach when it was trying to land. It did not meet any parameters of trying to approach landing into the Mangalore airfield. It was too high to make a safe landing. That's the other thing that has been come out, and this has been told by the experts today who deposed here before the court. Also that there were several warnings. There are ground proximity warnings which went off several times in the cockpit, and these warnings were oral warnings which happened, but even these seem to have gone unheeded. Also that the co-pilot had told the pilot that he should go around. The pilot himself seems to be aware that he was very high and into descent, and he's tried to take remedial action, but unfortunately it seems to be action that has perhaps, and of course this will only be revealed at the end of investigations, did it come too late. Also, we understand that the nose wheel touched down 5,500 feet, which is really late for a runway length, which was only about 8,000 odd feet. And again, at about 7,000 odd feet, the pilot has tried to take off again. So this has been some of the chilling and shocking evidence which has been presented before the court of inquiry here in Delhi.
Right, Miloni, that's of course very, very significant. It's going to go a long way, perhaps, in just how we deal with situations like this. But where do we go from here, Miloni? Still, of course, early days, but what are the lessons that are going to be learned? Are these sort of going to be incorporated in new guidelines, perhaps, that could be formulated?
That is right. There are lessons to be learned from this air crash, and every air crash has taught the aviation industry something. And in fact, Air India Express has also incorporated some of the lessons that they have learned. That is what has been deposed here at the court of inquiry. They've also said that there are going to be roadmaps ahead which are going to take into account all the safety considerations. But I think most importantly, what is going to come out and which has been explained to the court, not just in Delhi but also in Mangalore, where they held the first hearing, is that a lot of this report which comes out will be incorporated into the regulations part of the industry. Today, who deposed, the people who deposed were the regulators, the DGCA, the people from Boeing deposed, Air India has been deposing, and a lot of other stakeholders, even other airlines, pilots unions, they've all been contributing to this entire exercise, which is on record. And a lot of what comes out in the report, the final report, which will be presented by the court, perhaps a lot of it could try and make our airports, could try and make aviation just a little bit more safer in India.
Right, Miloni, thanks very much for joining us this evening with all those details there.